Welcome back to Cricket with Shane. In today's video, we talk about the one-day international series we just witnessed between South Africa and Sri Lanka. Well, it was good news for Sri Lankan cricket fans because they have been waiting for so long to witness a victory. Well, Sri Lanka Cricket, they became the winners of this series by winning 2 matches against South Africa, and also climbed up to the 5th position in the ICC World Cup qualifier rankings. So let's get into it and look back at this ODI series just before the T20 series between these two teams. Speaking of the first ODI, Dasun Shanaka won the toss and elected to bat. Minod Banuka played a good supporting role for the first wicket, and with Avishka Fernando, they put up a 57-run partnership. This great beginning gave the confidence for Avishka Fernando to get to another century. Dhananjay Silva, the most experienced player in the team right now, also had a knock of 44, which gave more confidence to the young players. This young Sri Lankan batting lineup, they built up their confidence and their innings slowly and took it up to a 300-run score at the end of their innings. Well, at the end of the innings, Dasun Shanaka himself, Charith Asalanka and Chamika Karunaratne, they had an aggressive knock which led the Sri Lanka team to this score. Speaking of Charith Asalanka, he had a quick 72 runs in his innings in the first ODI. Now this is something that we are expecting from the number 5 batsman, who should be an all-rounder and a power hitter. Speaking of South African batting, even though the top order gave a good start, they were not able to achieve the target within the 50 overs. Well, even though it is not intentional, let me have some fun with a small incident which happened during this match. Again, it is not intentional, but during Sri Lankan batting, South African skipper Bauma threw a ball at the wicket, but accidentally it hit Avishka Fernando. And while South Africa was batting, it has been returned to Bauma when Wanidu Hasaranga threw the ball at the wicket. Well, it is so sad to see good cricket players staying off due to injuries. Now Bauma suffered a fracture, and due to that he lost the rest of the tournament. With Bauma injured, it was Keshav Maharaj who was appointed as the captain for the rest of the ODI series. Well, Dasun Shanaka said he have confidence in his bowling department, especially the spinners. Well, they did not disappoint their captain. And as we witnessed, Sri Lankan bowling department, especially the spinners, did their job and led the Sri Lankan team to another victory. Speaking of the second ODI, it was not a good game for Sri Lankan cricket fans. First of all, the game delayed due to rain, and Keshav Maharaj won the toss and elected to bat, and the game was already a 47-over game, and rain did interrupt the game in the middle as well. One good thing is that Sri Lankan ground staff is doing a marvelous job. They did a great job before the game. So hats off and my respect to the ground staff of Sri Lanka Cricket. Already 47-over game was brought down to 43-over game, and batting second Sri Lanka team was not able to get to the target. But Charith Asalanka yet again proved that he is ideal for number 5 position, where he scored another 76 runs. And also Chamika Karunaratne delayed the victory for South Africa by knocking some good strokes all around the ground. With 1 win to each team, it was anybody's game at the finals, and skipper Dasun Shanaka decided to bat first. Sri Lanka came into this game with 3 changes, where Dinesh Chandimal replaced Minod Banuka as the wicket-keeping batsman, and Kamidou Mendis coming in for Bhanuka Rajapaksa, and debutant Mahis Theekshana replacing Akila Dhananjaya. Even though the Sri Lankan cricket fans expected fireworks from Sri Lankan batting, they started crumbling when the South African spinners started to hunt for wickets. Vice-captain Dhananjaya De Silva's 31 brought some relief for Sri Lankan batting in a pitch friendly for spinners. Charit Asalanka was consistent in his batting and scored another 44 runs in the middle order in Sri Lanka innings. In the beginning of this game, the commentators and the analysts, they believed that 180 to 200 runs will be a fighting score for Sri Lankan team. At the end of the innings, Dusmantha Chamira was able to take the Sri Lankan total to 103 by scoring another 20 odd runs, which gave more relief and more runs for Sri Lankan spinners to operate and attack the South African batting lineup. And as expected, Sri Lankan bowling lineup said that they mean business from the get-go. The secret weapon of Sri Lanka for the third ODI, Mahis Theekshana. He became the fourth Sri Lankan bowler to get a wicket from his first delivery in his first one-day international. With South African wickets falling, Captain Keshav Maharaj tried to delay the victory for Sri Lanka, but it was inevitable. Well, at the end of this one-day series, we learned few things. Number one, Tabraiz Shamsi was consistent in his bowling. Riza Hendricks means business even after 2 years. And also that this young Sri Lankan team can go a long way in the future. It was not a surprise that Dusmantha Chamira was announced as the player of the match because of his 2 wickets and the 20-run knock at the end of the Sri Lankan batting. And also, Charit Asalanka became the player of the tournament. He scored 196 runs throughout this one-day series. It is so good to see that there is development among these young Sri Lankan cricketers. And Dasun Shanaka as a captain, he still have a long way to go, and we believe that he can go a long way with this team. Hats off to the coaching staff, the head coach Mickey Arthur and Grant Flower, Chaminda Vas and all the others. They are doing a great job with this young team. And also hats off to all the other staff members, those who are keeping all these players and both the teams healthy and away from COVID-19. Having said that, we look forward to the T20 series between these two teams, and until then, I'm Shane from Cricket with Shane, and I'll see you on the next one.